Smokes, a habit Barb dislikes. DJ also has different thoughts and feelings. How do you feel about Barb's children in terms of whether they're your children or not your children?
They're not. I mean, I care about them and stuff. But they're not my kids. They're Barb's.
DJ emerges when Barb needs to drive, because driving makes Barb nervous. DJ is emotionally stronger and has memories that Barb doesn't. Memories of abuse.
He was a dentist, right? And he'd drill on her teeth, drill on other parts of her body with his dentist drill. Beat the shit out of her, you know, kick her and shit like that.
When Barb couldn't run from her father, she escaped into her mind, leaving another personality to experience and contain the worst memories of torture.
Like burned up.
Burned.
Kitty.
He burned up a kitty? Was it your kitty?
It was my gray one.
It was your gray one.
The emotional pain that Barb experienced as a child is isolated in the personality of 7-year-old Audrey, who is locked in the past.
Now, close your eyes. Now, you know that I'm holding your hand right here in this room, right? And I wasn't there when you all were really little and Roger was there, was I? I wasn't there. So, if I'm holding your hand, then you have to be here in my office with me, don't you? Okay.
Many of Barb's personalities are involved in therapy, but some are resistant and difficult to deal with.
I don't get a fucking thing to say.
The last time when you were breaking stuff, you said when you start hearing all those things going on inside, all that chaos going on inside, that it makes you do that stuff to try and quiet everything down.
I don't want to talk about nothing.
Why?
Because I don't.
Why?
As a small girl, Barb was physically unable to fend off the abuse. And because she knew that boys were stronger, Barb created male personalities who could fight. Devin is a teenage boy.
Why don't you just fucking leave me alone?
Barb's father was not her only abuser. He frequented the local bars where he made friends that shared his interests.
My father would bring people home that were also, you know, open-minded and interested in having sex with a young girl. There were a lot of men that were, and he would have me have sex with them. Sometimes he would ask me to tell them that I was a virgin. That seemed to heighten their interest. And he would get paid. Let's see. This is more her style of a tank top. Okay. Okay. Is mine.
Barb created a personality which made it easier to tolerate her abuse. A personality with different feelings about her body.
And what's your name?
Carrie.
When Carrie is out, there can be serious problems. She feels no responsibility to the family and has caused difficulties for years.
Very different.
There's always been money missing. You know, and it's always a couple $100 at a time, or I had $600 disappear once. And, I mean, the only thing, it was obvious to me that she spent it, but at the time we didn't know she was a multiple, and she had no explanation. I mean, I had to believe her when she said she didn't know, because it was just too obvious from talking to her that she really didn't know what was going on. Apparently, the police have already called Barb and told her that they had gotten reports from like 17 different businesses on return checks and were concerned. I still don't know what's going on with that. I haven't talked to anyone myself about it.
All right.
Unknown to Barb or anyone, Carrie has written $1,500 worth of bad checks, money the family doesn't have. Pat is trying to get a loan from his credit union to pay the debt.
Have a headache? I'm sorry. Been resting a while?
We got another thing from our credit place.
From a collection agency?
Yeah.
What check was it for?
I don't know. I didn't look.
I know you had an appointment today, didn't you?
Little muffin.
Hey, sweetie.
How are you? Fine. And there's another little muffin.
Hey, cutie. Where's my kisses? Where's my kisses?
How was school today?
Come on, you.
Good. Milk too? They have 3 girls that love Mel.
That evening, we checked back with the family. Pat got the loan and was able to make good on the bad checks. And in another room, Barb had switched to Carrie again, so we were able to talk with her about what had happened. What happened to the money?
I spent it.
What did you spend the money on?
I bought clothes and perfume and jewelry, and I just had a good time, whatever I wanted. Ate wherever I wanted to eat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why?
How would you feel if you were in my position?
I don't know. Tell me one more time what your position is.
I am stuck here. I don't have a life. I feel used. I feel very used. I'm only allowed out when it's not something anyone else wants to handle. It's really not fair.
Other personalities' antagonism toward Barb take even more serious forms.
What we need to do is to get another X-ray and then put another splint on it, but one that'll help protect these fingers from moving in through here. There's a little bit too much swelling.
In a fit of anger, Barb's male personality has punched a concrete wall and broken her hand in 4 places. And the violence against her can be even more appalling.
Okay. I don't know how it happens. I just find burns on my face and they'll large blisters, and it's so painful, you know. Burns really hurt.
Barb's mutilations by other personalities are acts of self-hatred and self-punishment for being abused. Once, after a drug overdose, Barb's car was set on fire from the inside. Later, Barb found herself in intensive care, breathing on a respirator. She had barely escaped with her life. We were with Barb and her family when a dangerous time had come again. Alter personalities were threatening to kill her, so Barb decided to seek protection in a psychiatric hospital.
You just move over. You can sit down. You can sit here.
I think if I didn't have children, it wouldn't be so bad. But for their sake, I mean, I don't know how they would deal with it if anything else happened. I don't know how they've made it as far as they have and come through as well as they have.
Barb's father is dead, but he has left a legacy of never-ending pain. His abuse has affected all their lives.
Made me real angry at him. and at her mom. But like I say, that's past. He's gone. You know, we got to let all that go and just work with what's left. He destroyed her. We got to put her back together. It's terrible. Terrible thing he did. I just wish he was here to, you know, to pay up.
The people who have allowed their stories to be told have acted with enormous courage and concern for children who continue to be abused. Their wish is that from the shattered experience of their lives, the reality and consequences of child abuse will become better known and better prevented. Multiple personality disorder shows the extraordinary capacity of the mind to invent ways of bearing the unbearable. And these people also show us that when allowed to give up its secrets, the human mind can heal itself.